Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that a lot of men stress over: physical attractiveness. Now, I'm here to tell you that you can have a sigh of relief. There are so many other reasons why you are important as a person aside from your physical attractiveness. Let's break down 5 other things that women consider more important when looking for a partner other than their physique. Number 1 is kindness. Women love men who are kind to them. Now, kind to them specifically, not exactly everyone. Women aren't necessarily looking for a man who is kind to absolutely everyone. Of course, we've all have those conversations like when we go out to a restaurant. How do you treat the wait staff? What is it like going and traveling with this person when you guys are staying in hotels, going on tours? Anytime you are around the service industry, it's good to see your man being kind and tipping and being generous. But maybe we don't want our man being kind to every lady that he talks to. But studies have shown that women really seek this out when trying to find a mate. It matters on so many different levels. And I think that if you want to grow with the person emotionally, having that kindness as just like the stability of the relationship, the respect, if that's guaranteed, you know that you can really grow with someone. You are going to have a healthy, mature relationship with that person. So kindness, women are looking for emotionally mature men when we are looking for a mate. We're looking for marriage. We're looking to start a family, have kids. We want patient, kind men who will be willing to help out on playdates and understand how much we're going through during our pregnancies and taking care of children. It's so much, and just knowing that our men are going to be taking care of us emotionally is something that I think a lot of women are looking for. So be kind to the woman who you're pursuing and continue being kind to her if you are dating, if you are engaged, if you are married. Be kind. Number 2, money, 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 money. No, I'm just kidding. No, number 2 is emotional stability and reliability. So when I was talking about being kind and patient with your partner, specifically to them, or, maybe someone close to you, like family, we also want emotional stability just throughout life. So environments that are stressful, just everyday life, understanding people, taking the time to get to know your partner, being able to feel emotionally safe around your partner is super important to us. Women start learning these techniques really early on: how to self-regulate, how to stay level-headed, not to be hysterical. We are not taught aggression. We don't have so much testosterone. Now we do get this way, but I think from an early age we are taught that that is not a feminine way of acting. So we are kind of already veterans in this. We will start therapy usually earlier, counseling. We have friends, girlfriends that we talk to. All different types of resources, are given to women to kind of air our grievances and, talk to other people about what we're going through. Men don't have that. And when a woman finds a man who can really take hold of his emotions, whether it be depression or anger, aggression. Now, these are all natural feelings to have. Everyone should get angry. Everyone should be sad. But it's the way we react to situations that cause us these deep, deep feelings. Are we able to get out of them? Are we able to regulate ourselves without doing something damaging to ourselves or to other people? So when a man can go in, take hold of a stressful situation or something that we did not plan for and carry us through, or carry himself through, that is a extremely attractive quality. And men and women should all be practicing this. We should all try to be emotionally stable individuals to get through life. And please remember, if you are having trouble being reliable and handling your emotions, please seek out help in any way. That could just be a friend, it doesn't have to be a professional. That could be an online community, anything. The resources are there. So please just take care of yourself. Before we go looking for a partner, we really need to be comfortable in who we are and how we are going about the world. All right, that got a little deep, but we all need to be taking care of ourselves. Really, that's important. I care about all my viewers and all men, all individuals. I just want us to be taking care of ourselves. So number 3 is confidence that is genuine, not performative. A therapist actually told me that I have anxiety. I have general anxiety. And I told her that in situations that I get nervous, and I said, I'm not confident. She said, confidence isn't the lack of anxiety. Confidence is just being okay with yourself. So I think a lot of us, even in study, even though I've, worked as a social worker and been a counselor and studied psychology and sociology and social work, I still didn't have the right idea of what confidence was. And I think a lot of us think confidence is being able to enter a room and talk to everyone and be so comfortable with ourselves. But that's not necessarily true. We want to be comfortable with ourselves. We don't necessarily need to be arrogant or loud or gregarious. Confidence is more being comfortable with admitting maybe you didn't know something. Maybe something was embarrassing and you're okay with that. Like you can admit like, oh, okay, that was embarrassing. Or you don't even have to say, oh, okay, I was wrong. Being able to laugh at yourself is super important. As a woman, we've all been around very arrogant, outspoken men. Unless you're a woman who is willing to kind of be okay with that, I think a lot of us want someone who can genuinely be themselves, genuinely feel comfortable around other people. Yeah, that takes time. We live in a world where a lot of us were told that the person that we are is not likable, but there is someone out there for everyone. I truly do believe that. So if you can be yourself around another person and they accept that, that is a beautiful thing. And maybe that means changing your standards, or maybe reevaluating exactly what you want. Maybe you thought you wanted something, but that person doesn't actually like being around someone like you. Need to try to attract people who are attracted to you, and that means being yourself. So yes, being confident, being yourself, being genuine. Men, let's do more of that. Okay, communication. Now, if you have been in a relationship before, you have heard this said again and again and again. Communication, communication, communication. It doesn't even matter if it was a romantic, any type of relationship that you've had with a person, communication is super important. But with a romantic relationship, especially around, the dating pools and stuff like that, with online dating and this feeling of there's so many different options out there, communicating honestly and being direct is so important. So I think that there is too direct and too forward. A woman wants to feel like she's not being hunted. She wants to feel like she's being pursued and cared for. But I would say if you're too forward, it might feel like that person is taking too much control in the decision making. Being communicative, having good communication skills, being honest about what you actually think about a person, what you want in a relationship, what you want out of life. Eventually, most people date because they want a forever partner, And if you're not being honest in your communication about what you actually want, maybe you're just pursuing this person because, I don't know, you want physical time with them. That's not being honest, and that's kind of wasting everyone's time in the long run. It's not going to help you build on a history of healthy relationships that you can look back on and move forward in the right direction to finally find someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. So communication, whether that's at the start of the relationship or when you're first meeting someone, or when you're in the relationship, once you're newly dating, or maybe you guys have been together for 20 years, communication is always important. So not hiding things. And men are, they are nervous about things. Sometimes, they don't have the confidence to tell people what they really think because they think they're afraid of rejection. But really, that's okay. And if you're with someone who you can trust, rejection is just going to be part of the relationship, and that's completely fine. So please constantly be working on your communication skills. And when you're texting first, I would not use like too much of the AI scripts and stuff like that. Be yourself. Try to write and talk in the way that you make original thoughts and messages, because you want that person to be attracted or fall in love with you, not an AI script. Take that extra time and be yourself and communicate what you want. And it'll benefit you in the end, I promise. Right? Number 5. Yay, we made it. If you're still watching this, thank you. I hope you're finding this interesting. This is interesting for me because the woman, we're also told attractiveness, matters so much. And it tends to more when finding a mate as a woman. We do find other things aside from physical attributes to be interested in. Men do too. Men do tend to be a little bit more, their brain chemistry is a little bit lights up more around physical attractiveness. Yeah, that's so important to a better person, even if you're not just genuinely doing this to find a partner, but just to evolve as a better person. So lastly, we're going to talk about purpose and direction. Now, the purpose and direction is exactly what it sounds like. Where are you going in life? When someone sits you down, like, that question may make you nervous. I always hated like the 5-year, 10-year, 15-year, 20-year plan, but it's important to have an idea of where you want to go. Women are not necessarily attracted to men who are floundering around aimlessly. That may be something that younger women are more accepting to. But women in their late 20s, 30s are wanting to have children, wanting to start families. Yeah, they don't want to bum around with you and just figure it out, most of us. So if there could be anything that does not necessarily mean making money, having interests, having hobbies, working on your career, investing in something, learning something, just having an idea of the type of life you want to live and what type of work do you want to do, and how do you see yourself doing it, and who do you see next to you while you're building this life. We want to know that, and not everyone has a perfect vision. Sometimes you don't want someone who just kind of wants you to like fill in this role that they've made. You want to feel special and unique to that person's life, and that you're adding something, not part of this like fantasy that they've made for themselves. But yeah, we want to see drive. We want to see the confidence that you're ready to work hard and you're willing to stick it out in this life. This life is hard. We're just looking for a well-rounded person. Again, it does not necessarily have to mean that we're looking for a 6-figure salary, that you're ready to pay a mortgage, that you have amazing credit, that, we're going to travel the world. I wouldn't say that's super realistic anymore. People are living a certain way of life, and it is important for sure, but it's not everything. And I think overall, so yes, physical attractiveness does matter. We do want to be physically attracted to you, but it is not everything. And the more well-rounded you are, the more attractive we see you. So the more willing you are to work on yourself, that's going to make you irresistible to women. Just constantly evolving and wanting to bring that person with you, I think is going to make you so attractive to women. And I really think that let's stop stressing so much about physique. Definitely not like muscles. Of course, being, physically healthy is different. You should be taking care of yourself. Hygiene is important, all these things. But I think if you are willing to work on these 5 things, I think it should all come together. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you hit the subscribe button. I'll be making more videos to help you to understand men, to talk about things, and hopefully help you find a partner. Bye.